Good evening. My name is Nick Sturgeon. It is October 20, hold on, is that right? 20, November 24th. I think my, the agenda is wrong. Oh my God. Yeah, so it is November 24th at 7 o'clock, and I call this meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I feel like Ron Burgundy. You put it up on the prompter and I'm going to read it. All right. Who says town council meetings aren't fun? Right? So we'll start with introductions. To my far right is the town manager, Grant Kleinhans.
Good evening.
Next to him is Councilor Sarah Gardner.
Good evening.
To my immediate right is Councilor Sean Harold.
Good evening.
To my far left is Town Attorney Ted Nolting.
Good evening.
Next to him is Town Clerk Treasurer Philip Faust.
Good evening.
Next to him is Councilor Vince Noblett.
Good evening.
And to my immediate left is Town Council Vice President Jason Delisle.
Good evening.
All right. Item 2, minutes, approval of minutes of the November 10th, 2025 regular meeting.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Any comments, questions, discussion? Hearing none, I will call for a vote. All those in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes 5-0. Item 3, memorandum, approval of memorandum of administrative session of the Speedway Town Council on November 10th, 2025.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any comments, questions, discussion? Hearing none, I will call for a vote. All those in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes 5-0. Item 4, resolution number 2025-20, a resolution memorializing formal written commitments for the issuance of an alcohol permit to PVFG Holding LLC grant.
Yes, so as it says in Section 1, we are endorsing the issuance of a three-way alcoholic beverage permit through the State Alcoholic Beverage Commission. This paperwork has been provided by our town attorney. PVFG is trying to open a restaurant at 1552 Main Street with an alcohol permit. So your approval of the resolution and then Nick signing the letter will endorse that, and we'll get that sent off to the ABC.
This was the previous founder.
Founders, yeah.
Yes, sorry.
Yep.
I meant to say that.
Do you know what that stands for? All right.
There's a brewery up in LaPel. It's the initials for them and Founders Ground. I cannot remember what the PV stands for, but it's the combination of the two.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2025-20.
I'll second it.
And in further discussion, I did have a sit-down meeting with Jeff last week to discuss this. Basically, with this new LLC, is a partnership between that brewery and him. They are going in, and that other half is making an investment, which will allow them to expand the square footage of the first floor of the Wilcox building. So I think, based on what he showed me, it's going to be a really cool concept.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Any other comments, questions, discussion? All right. Hearing none, I will call for a vote. All those in favor of approving resolution number 2025-20, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes 5-0. Number 5, resolution number 2025-21, a resolution to adopt and allocate funds for an outdoor fitness court as part of the 2026 National Fitness Campaign. Tammy.
evening. This is part of our upcoming Parks Improvements Project. Part of that improvement includes a fitness court at Leonard Park. This resolution is for specifically that fitness court through the National Fitness Campaign. We had applied for a $30,000 grant, and we actually received a $35,000 seed grant for this court. So this resolution is to adopt that, basically an acceptance of that grant and moving forward with the fitness court portion of our improvements for next year.
I'll make a motion to approve.
A second.
Any comments, questions for Tammy?
Can you tell us a little bit more about the court?
Yes. So we have opted to go with the studio. They have, the studio portion of it is the larger one. We have one side that's the fitness court. They do the body weight exercises. The other side of it is a court for classes where we can hold fitness classes, whether they be Zumba, Tai Chi, aerobics, yoga. We'll have that option. There's like a separating wall between the fitness court portion and the studio court portion, and there'll be some artwork where we will work with their design studio to create something specific to Speedway. This is pretty neat. National Fitness Campaign is all over the country, and they're trying to build these fitness courts for people to have free opportunities to do fitness outside. Fisher's just had a ribbon cutting. They opened theirs, I think it was in April. Right now, there's none in Marion County. We will actually be the first one, so it's pretty cool. There's only a few in the state of Indiana, but there's fitness courts all over the United States.
You said this will be at Leonard, right?
This will be at Leonard, yes.
Do we know location?
We know approximate location, so there are some guidelines. Has to be so far from a school, so far from a playground, because you don't want kids to think that's playground equipment, so they want it at least 150 feet away from a playground. So it's going to be on the northwest corner-ish area of Leonard Park, outside the West Ball Diamond, in that area. So we have, actually, it's, our engineers have identified a rectangular area, and we don't know the exact orientation within that area, but we're being very mindful of safety, security. We want the orientation of the court to where there's as minimal of blind spots as possible, so that way when the police come by, they'll be able to see both sides of the court rather than a big wall that's hiding. So we're trying to be mindful of that.
So on one side will be free weights, I take it?
They're not free, everything is secured.
Okay.
But you will use your body weight to do these exercises. There'll be a QR code actually as part of I think it'll be on the wall there. You can scan that in and it'll give you suggestions on the different exercises you can do for each station. And I believe the concept is 7 stations in 7 minutes to get a full workout. But they'll have lots of different options.
Okay.
And they'll keep it, you'll utilize that with your app. People can download that information, and it's a really neat concept. You can look on their website, National Fitness Campaign, and it tells all about it.
All right.
And Tammy, did you say the parks, you have some plans to start with the class schedule on that court, or
We'll have to
some
figure all
interest?
that out, but
Yeah.
yes, that portion, we will want to create a schedule for it. Obviously, the fitness side of it, with the body weight, people can just go and do that. There's opportunities for people to maybe even do classes there as well. The larger fitness courts, the studio side of it, it says depending on the type of exercise, you can get up to 24 people on there.
Nice.
So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Any other questions? Okay, hearing none, I will call for a vote. All those in favor of approving Resolution 2025-21, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes 5-0.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tammy.
Thanks, Tammy.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You too. Item 6, approval of change order number 3 from Midwest Paving for the 25th Street Reconstruction Project grant.
Yes, so this change order has two parts. The first part is that the contractor is asking for additional funds in the amount of $27,274.51 for additional fine grading of the subgrade. As we've worked that and gone through that, change order number 2 that you approved was a little over $120,000. This is some extra work that needs to be done because some of the areas were a little softer. If you remember my discussion about this, we have now included a little extra dollars into the design for the next phase so that we hopefully are not doing a change order for that type of thing. Now, my concern with that is you put that in there, the unknown, a contractor could throw $500,000, right? It's a risk either way you do it. But I think we're looking at doing it for the next section because we know that it's going to be needed. The second part of the change order is they are increasing the completion date by 4 days. The schedule that I gave you previously does incorporate those already. By the end of the day, Wednesday, the asphalt is supposed to be completed, and then they are looking to be done by the end of that first full week in December. I think December the 8th is the final completion date, and then they'll have to get all their signage and debris and other stuff off of the site by January. So with that, I'll answer any questions that you might have.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Any comments, questions, Vince?
How much time do we have left with the asphalt companies being open? Is that-
They're typically open till the very end of November, 1st of December, and with the warmer weather, they've been staying open.
It's supposed to snow this weekend, so.
Well, yeah.
Well, I think the first layer went down.
Yeah,
I
the
saw
base
today.
layer of asphalt went down, the intermediate went down. The only thing they have to do is the final layer and then striping.
Yeah, I saw that today. So then when will the road be open, Grant?
We're hoping that it is open the end of next week. Striping will be done.
The full road?
It will be open to access. It won't be completed until the 8th, which is
Yeah.
Monday and 2 weeks from tonight. But we're hoping next week, as long as the weather cooperates and we don't have a ton of rain, they can get the striping done, and then that will allow it to be open to traffic.
Okay.
The reason we don't have traffic on it now is you have no pavement markings. It's a
Right,
liability.
right. Just local traffic.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing the proof rolls on the section during the next contract from Parkwood to high school?
Yeah, we'll always do a proof roll.
Okay.
Proof rolls have to be done.
Well, it was proven that we needed it, yeah.
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 A proof roll is nothing more than a test that if it fails, you have to fix it and then redo it. Nobody will build a road without a proof roll,
Yeah.
because you don't build on soft soil. It's a waste of your money.
It's a swamp.
Yeah.
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 Just wanted to comment too that this change order is really being done to ensure that our base or kind of foundation, I guess, of the road is solid, and we haven't really had that in the past. We
Well, I
had a-
think when this was redone 10 years ago, I'm not sure that we did that good of a job with that.
So I think, I guess my
why it
point in
failed
saying
so
that too
quickly.
is that these additional expenses, although, we don't like, having to pay these additional, but we really feel like that's going to help that road last for a significant period of time going
Yes.
forward too. Much better than we've seen
Yeah.
historically.
We should get 15 to 20 years out of that road, no question. And when the base is correct, you'll get 15 to 20, no question.
We'll just put up a marker, tell them what the date,
Right.
with the ribbon cutting.
This had better last till.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, looking down the road, literally, from Lyndhurst to Georgetown Road, we got the same condition along almost that whole stretch.
Sure.
I mean, if you were going to do anything different, what would you do? To
that stretch of road, I mean, if
get
you're going to
into
do it
traffic
right,
out.
you got to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to do the same thing. You got to strip it down to the base and rebuild it. I would argue the strip going over towards Georgetown is not anywhere near as bad as what we've got in this section.
Okay.
It's not great, but it's not as
Yeah.
bad.
Right.
And it's not as heavily used either.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I think it's heavily used. I mean, that whole corridor is very busy.
I just think of all the teachers every day going, you know,
Oh, yeah.
students, parents
Yeah.
going in and out of there, going to the library, going to residential. I mean, there's a lot going on over there.
It's a busy, busy street.
Yeah. All right. Needs to get done, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, any other questions, comments? Okay, hearing none, I will call for a vote. All those in favor of approving, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes 5-0. Item 7, approval of proposal from Exos for cell signal boosters grant.
So this is a simple item. If you look at your phone right now, you can't make a cell phone, you can't receive a cell phone. You can log on to the Wi-Fi, and I guess you could technically call through the internet, but we shouldn't have that down here. So the way to fix that is buying this, what is called a low-loss cable and interior antenna to be installed here to boost the cell service so that we don't have that issue. I don't like having meetings down here. I don't like being down here knowing that we can't call. And I think this will solve that problem. The cost is $3,889.50. It's something I've been talking to Exos for a couple of years about, and I just decided it's time to do it. So
So did they do, well, actually, I'd say my questions for,
Yeah.
sorry.
I'll
I get
ma-
into tech and I
Got
get
it.
eager.
I'll make a motion that we approve the Exos.
I second.
So did they do a study on placement to make sure we're getting the maximum coverage?
I think they will once we tell them, here's what we're getting and the size and the type and
Okay, because I just want to make sure we're getting the right one to start out with, or the right
Sure.
amount to, that
Yep.
this
And-
is going to
and
cover everything.
When I talked to Steve, I asked those very questions, and this is what Steve proposed. So if it's wrong, but I've asked the expert. Now, maybe you can tell me by looking at it, but
I know that, you know, working in healthcare, hospitals are also notorious for having bad cell signals,
yeah,
bunch of concrete.
schools are the same way
Yeah,
typically.
so I know that, but there's a bit of a science that goes in to make sure you're getting maximum coverage and just make sure that
Sure.
if we, you know, if one seems, it may be appropriate, but just want to make sure we were
Yeah,
getting the right.
I know Steve looked around, this Chrisman Communications does it, he thinks what they have proposed works, and it's $3,800. So it's not insignificant, but it's also not $50,000, and I hope it does work. I hope it does improve it.
Okay. Any other comments or questions? All right, hearing none, I will call for a vote. All those in favor of approving, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes 5-0. Item 8, ordinance number 1419, establishing jobs and salaries, wages, and compensation to be paid certain offices, positions, and jobs within the town of Speedway, Indiana for the year 2026, and repealing all ordinances or parts thereof in conflict therewith. And this is our second reading. Philip.
Yes, thank you. Hopefully you will be voting to approve the salary ordinance. There's been no changes since our last reading of it. This incorporates increases that were negotiated in our collective bargaining agreements with police and fire. Generally speaking, it's 2.5% raise for all other non-union employees. Happy to answer any questions, but again, no changes since our last reading on it.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Any comments, question, discussion? All right, hearing none, I will call for a vote. All those in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes 5-0. Item number 9, approval of client services agreement between the town of Speedway and USI Insurance Services and approving clerk treasurer to sign broker of record letter for insurance. Philip.
Thank you. I think anyone who's tuned in for more than one or two meetings in the last year has heard us talk about our property and casualty insurance and the significant spike that we saw in our premiums from last year to this year. Since our renewal in March of last year, we've all sort of kept our ears open for any potential guidance we might receive in that regard. We compiled a list of potential brokers to help us develop a plan going forward. Grant, Vince, and I did an initial round of interviews amongst 6 potential brokerages, narrowed it down to 3. I checked references for those. Nick and I did an additional round of interviews, and my recommendation to you is that we go with USI. I do see Drew Bonfield in the audience, so thank you for coming this evening. If you were to adopt this, this would be similar in general format to the type of arrangement we moved to on our health insurance, which is a flat fee arrangement. I think that that's somewhat out of the ordinary for property and casualty insurance, but I think it gives us the comfort that we're more closely aligned in our incentives with our brokerage, rather than a straight commission where they would receive more money if our premiums went up. So I'm excited to delve into the details with USI, and I don't think we can expect like a magic bullet. I would hope that next year it would go down, but I don't know that we can expect a dramatic decrease next year, but to start thinking about long-term plans for addressing this problem. You would also hopefully be giving me the authority then to sign the broker of record letters, which is to go out to each of the different insurance carriers that we currently have to say that they're our new broker.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Any comments, question, discussion?
No, I just, the time was well spent for, the 6 interviews originally, and I think, it was very interesting to see the depth of knowledge between all 6 firms, and I really think that there's different approaches by different companies, and I think USI will more than be able to cover and help us control our property losses and also control our cost on this. So
That is not the way I would describe those meetings. I'm just,
I didn't say it wasn't painful.
Yeah, at least the final 3 that companies that I was involved with doing the second round, I think all would have done very well. And for the record, my vote went to another company, but I do think that, it is really down to that fine grain. We kind of got to make a selection, but by no means do I think that USI will do us bad by any means. I think they're, from the references that I talked to, spoke very highly of USI. So at least in the top 3, I don't think we would have had a bad choice to go through. It's just a matter of, what was the selection criteria. So, but looking forward to hopefully not having to do this again next year. I think that's the biggest thing.
and this is a 3-year agreement, correct?
That's correct.
Which hopefully over a 3-year period, we see some good savings and good management of what we have, so.
Yeah. All right, any other comments, questions, discussion? All right, hearing none, I will call for a vote. All those in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes 5-0. And item 10, approval of claims and utility adjustments. Philip.
Thank you. I do have requests for both this evening, and they span the date range of November 6th through November 24th November 6th through November 19th for the claims, and that's on 10 pages totaling $2,577,087.98. And then there are 2 utility adjustments spanning the dates of November 6th through November 24th, 2025. I would ask for your approval for both.
Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion for approval of claims and adjustments as stated by Town Clerk Treasurer.
I'll second.
Any comments, questions, discussion? Hearing none, I will call for a vote. All those in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes 5-0. All right. Town manager report.
Yes, just have a couple of items. Please remember our 5th annual food drive. It is good through December the 12th and supports 3 of our local food pantries in the town. We've collected a good amount of items, but we definitely could use some more. The holiday decorations have gone up. If you haven't noticed, I think it looks really good. I expect someone to complain, it's not even Thanksgiving yet. I get it. But the contractor was available, we put those up. Nick's the one that was complaining to me, I'm just kidding. But the contractor was available, that's when they could put them up. So typically, I think last year we did the same thing. So a couple more days, and then it will be actually allowable, so we won't have a problem with it. We will also be adjusting the sign at the gateway, probably starting after Thanksgiving next Monday, to coincide with Christmas colors. Remember, we have that ability, and it's something that we have done. I gave my update on the capital improvement projects on 25th Street. Crawfordsville Road is in a similar situation. By that first week of December, it should be wrapped up. Keep in mind, though, there is a section of sidewalk in front of Arby's and White Castle that will not be completed this year. We have had troubles with that right-of-way acquisition from Brixmore. That is going through the courts. That, I think, happens in February. Hopefully we can have that cleared by March or April, so the contractor probably will have to come back. And I'll let the council know that's going to cost us a little bit of money. They'll have a demob and an additional mobilization fee. $5,000 to $10,000 is my guess what that typically will cost. But they'll probably send one crew back in the spring. Within a week, they'll have that wrapped up, and we will try to get that done before the race so that it's all cleaned up. I don't have anything else to report.
All right, thank you, Grant.
I got
Questions?
a couple of questions for you. Where are we at on the roundabout?
Kyle's not here this evening. I know it's progressing. I'm not sure
Yeah,
exactly.
it's really looking good.
Schedule is. Yeah, they've made good progress. I know that the images have been one of the biggest delays. If you remember the metal panels that have
right.
the images of our founders and some racing, it's just taken a while to get those finalized and manufactured. The lighting also needs to be done, and then the lyrics. I'm not sure that I have a date when that is going to be done,
Okay.
but I can get that to you guys tomorrow.
Sure.
I'll discuss with Kyle.
And you're going to be singing that? back
Yeah,
home-
I'm going to
back
stand
home-
up and
Back home
yep,
again?
I'm going to sing that first line and that's it.
That's it?
I actually have a good voice.
Yeah. One other thing, that right in front of Arby's, where that is, it holds water. I
Oh,
mean,
100%.
Almost like a foot of water, any kind
And
of
this
rain
will
whatsoever.
solve that problem.
Yeah.
That's what we've tried to talk to Brixmore about. We're actually doing them a favor by fixing that issue. But I won't say anymore. I'm probably getting in trouble.
I thinking it too.
Yeah.
I mean,
And the stoplight by Coles, will that be open by the end of, or first week of December? That's on track, as far as we know?
It should be, yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't just like
Yep.
the sidewalk.
That'll be the very last thing they do. They'll cut the signal timings in.
Yep.
Install all the lights, but they're hoping to have that all done that first week of.
Okay.
I think their deadline's December 6th or something like that.
Perfect.
So just one quick question. Let me see if I can describe this right. If you're crossing Crawfordsville Road on Cunningham, right, so you're going away from Arby's towards CVS, there's kind of that left-hand turn there, where we've done some work, we've kind of put a new, I don't know if you call it an island, whatever. There's no paving on that road. Cars are just kind of, they don't know if it's one lane, two lane. I'm just worried there's going to be an issue there. So
Okay.
as a part of the work,
Yep.
are we going to restripe that, or what do we need to do to make sure that that's striped and safe?
I'll have to have that conversation with Rob and the engineer.
I think that's,
maybe tomorrow.
yeah, just me personally. I've had a couple people reach
Sure.
out to me about that too. I go that way. I live on, right down that way, so.
You mean the island
would be
itself?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's 2 lanes coming around there.
Yep,
And there's no middle stripe, right? Like a dotted line.
got it.
So like a white dotted line, just to show people,
Okay.
hey, these are 2 lanes. We're not merging into 1 lane.
Okay. Let me look into that, and I'll get back to you
Yeah.
guys.
Okay.
While you got Rob, you might as well tell him about around the roundabout. Again, all the striping is deteriorated with all the construction and
Yeah,
everything.
they just did that like 2 years ago.
I know.
I'm not sure how we're going to get them to come back out and do it, so, because that is an Indianapolis road.
Right.
But I'll
Maybe we
bring
can
that up.
Talk to Roger about that.
Sure.
All right, any other
I
comments?
can't tell you how hard it was to get them to come out and do that in the first place.
But it made a heck of a difference.
Oh, yeah. No, I get it.
People staying in their lanes.
Let me look into that.
Anything else for Grant?
No. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just saying.
Anything else for me?
Okay.
Said no.
Hey, he's like, nope,
No, please, I'm done.
moving on.
I got 10 things now added onto my list.
It's Christmas.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to council reports. Sarah?
Nothing really tonight, just happy Thanksgiving to everyone, safe travels wherever you're going, and yeah, it'll be December soon, so that's crazy. That's all I got.
All right. Sean?
Yep, just happy Thanksgiving.
Vince?
I just want to add that we're kind of coming to the end of the heavy trash, or the trash pickup leaves.
Yeah, the yard
And that's
waste.
going to be the
Yep.
first week of December, right? Whatever, I think it is.
Yeah,
I think
it's soon.
Yeah. So now's the time to, to do your final cuts and get it out to the front lawn so that we can haul it off and take care of it. But it's important to just, help maintain your property. And this winter, again, look forward to, we got to get out and shovel our front walks, just be good neighbors, for that, because we got a lot of kids walking up and down the street, people making it to bus stops, and it'd be nice if we had walks to travel on. Thank you, that's all I got.
Thanks. Jason?
Nothing for me tonight.
All right. And happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you here in a couple weeks. This meeting's adjourned.